everybody.
Hello, Kimberley.
And welcome to this Patreon channeling of the elemental kingdom, more commonly known as nature spirits. So today we have Glenn facilitating. Hello, Glenn.
Hello, Kimberley.
So the elemental kingdom, nature spirits, they exist of spirits, relations to elements of Gaia. So they come in different forms. The most common elemental that you might be more aware of are fairies. So they can be seen in different ways. Usually you do see them with wings. I've had the pleasure of communicating with one particular fairy. But yeah, elemental kingdoms exist in all the different elements. So water, fire, earth, air, and yeah, different types like mermaids, for instance. All different kinds of spirits, those of the plants, of the trees, a very wide variety of beings. And they're all here to assist us and to help with Gaia and assist us in our connection to the earth and helps in our evolution. All right, so I'm going to go into trance. So I've got Glenn here with some questions and that'll be read out. So yeah, I'll see you all on the other side, whoever would like to come forth from the elemental kingdom. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
My name that I've given Kimberley is Caudene, and I represent your oceans. I am close with this channel.
Can you spell Kimberley's name?
Please repeat, my dear child.
Caudene.
I am showing Kimberley the spelling of Caudene, but I have also been known in other names. This is just my, we would say, English interpretation of my name.
Okay, good.
Kimberley resonates with me and my energies, for she lives near the ocean, and many of you do. And I exist through all the oceans, and my wisdom and my teachings flows through all of the liquid of the ocean, of the water. I have been around, and many of you have known my existence from the timelines of your mythological times. And this is why many of you resonate when you move to water. Water on your earth carries much wisdom and teachings to assist you in your evolution and the evolution of Gaia. But those of you who do not live near water, all of us, all of our brothers and sisters of the nature world, we are here to assist you, whatever resonates with you in the areas where you reside in. It is all intelligent, and we are here to assist you and assist in your relationship with Gaia, from which you were born onto. The power of Gaia is strong, and many of you are unaware of this grand connection that you have with all of us and how we are all here assisting you. And we all love you dearly. Sometimes you hear us calling to you when you immerse yourself in the elements. For a point of reference, for my particular presence, for those of you who know of Poseidon, I am an aspect of Poseidon. I am the queen in your terminology, in your mythological reference points. I am Poseidon's queen. Not in the higher forms of understanding, but in your forms of understanding in this dimension. There are many of us that reside and take care of the waters on your planet. I reside and bring forth messages of wisdom within the open water. However, there are others that work within the streams, that we are all a team. All of us are working with Gaia. Some of you feel us when you immerse yourself completely. Those of you that are drawn to water when you immerse yourself, even when you are close by. But for the full effects, this resonates with you. When you immerse yourself in my waters, you can hear us whispering to you. You can hear our knowledge. You can hear the knowing that resides within you. Even just being in the open air, you feel the breeze against your skin. You hear the whisperings. You hear the coding to allow you to remember all of that you are in your connection. We are all working in unison for you. For your evolution. For your missions. For your connection. Find which elements relate more to you, that resonate more with you. We are all here in many different forms. We exist within the trees and the plants. We also assist all elements on Gaia, such as your animals. Many of your pets notice us. Many of your pets can see past the veil of illusion and can notice us and interact with us. We can assist you on all matters, grand matters of earth, of the ecology of earth, but also what you might seem as minute and minute in comparison in such things as your plants. We assist in all living, breathing Gaia aspects that can also include things that you may not have thought of that can bring forth messages, such as minerals, such as rocks. Anything that resides in Gaia has a life force. You have the whole world to explore in relations to this. You look beyond, to other realms, you look beyond to other worlds. And this information, of course, assists you in certain perspectives and certain understandings, and to allow you to remember certain missions you had here. But you, as the human that you reincarnated into, chose to be on Gaia for a reason. And as such, experiment. Reach out for us. For all of his infinite intelligence lies on Gaia, and it's all accessible to you. And this assists in the human body as well, for we are part of you. The human experience is a direct microcosm of what is occurring on Gaia. Use all aspects of us to assist you in our evolution, whether it be coming forth like this, with this wisdom, or coming forth in healings. Much in your society already draws on our wisdom and knowledge, especially in many of your ancient cultures, in your First Nations peoples across the world. Many of those collectives have held on to our wisdom that's been passed down, and they have been allowed to retain the perspective of it being sacred. Many of you have been cut off with this wisdom. Some of you doubt the power of this wisdom and the healing properties that Gaia provides you. It is all provided here on Gaia to assist you. You are human. No matter where you came from, your reincarnation, even though many of you have aspects of all different types of beings within you, you chose Gaia to be reincarnated, to have the aspect of humanity within you. And as such, you chose to explore the full range of what humanity involves, what Gaia involves, how Gaia can assist you in your evolution of the humanity. Many of you seek sources and healings that are synthetic, that are man-made, that helps to please the ego of many. It helps to assist in some advancements, but it also, in some aspects, can do harm. And we understand there are many professions around these synthetic practices, we would say, using synthetic ingredients to assist. If it is your belief system, then of course it will work for you. But being a human is to experience the full power of Gaia and all of what Gaia can give to you. It is all out there for you. Just many of you have not explored and discovered the healing properties of the elements, of the trees, of the plants, the waters, the air. Everything is healing. Everything assists you. Everything is coded. Everything is life force. You are connected. You are life force. It flows within you. The waters. I am a direct microcosm of my waters, relates directly to you. The percentage of oceans that are on Gaia represents the same percentage of water within your human body. Can't you see how divinely created you are, and how much you are connected to Gaia, that you are Gaia. Embrace this. I also assist with the flowing, going with the flow in your terminology. For water is liquid. Water represents oneness. Water represents the flow of life. Water is magical, so is all the elements. And we are pleased that we have come forth for you to know more of us and for you to engage more with us, to learn more from us. We have been here since the creation of Gaia. Many developments have occurred within our kingdom. In your terminology, much expansion that relates to Gaia, that also relates to humans. You're all connected. Thank you. Do you have any questions today, mighty one of Gaia?
Are there ways that you are concerned with divine feminine and divine masculine factors in relation to Gaia's ascension?
In relations to the ascension, we do not see any difference between divine masculine and divine masculine. Divine feminine and masculine is a process within the human evolution, within the human brain, within consciousness. However, in the elemental kingdom, all is masculine, all is feminine. It is about a balance. In Gaia, the representations that we exist within Gaia, there is no, we would say, gender attributes, feminine or masculine attributes either. Because we are all one, and we are all balancing Gaia and you. Whatever resonates with you. Some of you may be drawn to certain elements, but this does not reside. This does not relate to your genders, and it does not relate to the aspects within you that need to be developed. It is calling you for a reason. Within Gaia, it's perfect balance. There is no unbalance of the divine feminine and divine masculine.
Mm-hmm.
It is all in perfect balance. You may see things occurring on Gaia, and this is to, we would say, to allow recalibrating to occur. Certain events that occur on the earth, nature events, some of you see them as destructive. Some of them you see them as concerning. What occurs on Gaia is always for the highest good. As you go through shifts, so does Gaia. But just know the balance of Gaia is perfect. Thank you for your question.
Another question? Will you tell us, please, something about directly conversing with you as we're doing now? Element of water.
When you are near water, whether that be the oceans or the lakes or the streams, when you're in near presence, for those of you that are sensitive enough, you can feel our energy. This energy allows you to connect to who you truly are by you connecting to us. So ways of connecting to us is to immerse yourself in nature. But to remember that the elements also exist in air, and air is everywhere. So even those of you who live in suburban jungles, there is always elements out there, nature, for you to immerse yourself. Be in the open space. Be present. Feel the wind. Feel the air. If you are still, this stilling and this energy and this wisdom permeates through you, and it connects you more with Gaia. And be still and ask your questions while in the element or near the elements. And this will better assist in your connection. But our energy, our wisdom permeates with you in many different ways, not just this verbal interaction that I'm coming forth. Much healings and energies and codes that exist within our elements permeates with you. You may only need to touch an element, be present, and to feel the change occurring. When is the last time you really touched a tree? You really stood there present and felt the energy permeate through you and the wisdom connect to your inner knowing. Practice the connection, feeling the energy first. And then with practice, you'll be able to receive our wisdom in thought forms. If this assists you in your missions here, with me specifically, and elements of water. Just be nearby to the water and you can already feel us calling to you.
Mm-hmm.
The ions gets released from the water. Energy particles comes off the water, and these particles goes into your energy fields. And it has a reaction, alchemic reaction with your being. Practice this. Feel the energies. Feel the resonance. Go into the water also. Touch the water. This is wisdom, ancient wisdom that has been around, carrying all infinite intelligence from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Immerse yourself. This channel, for instance, strongly resonates with her by immersing herself in water, with her ears underneath the water, laying still, floating. With only a small portion of her face above the water, she feels safe. And she's receiving wisdom and information. She's listening to the vibrations of the water. The vibrations and the coding is permeating. And this occurs with all of you who are present for it, who are sensitive enough to feel it. Water contains codes, and you can also code the water. For those of you drawn to the waters of Gaia, practice feeling this connection. Thank you.
Another question. Does each species, and of course there are thousands and thousands of species on Earth, of life forms, and I'm not excluding minerals and air and fire, but still the question remains, maybe this is true for these air, earth, fire, and water also, for you, water. Does each have a different guardian oversoul for that species?
So for the first species on Earth, in the elemental kingdom, we would say, they're all working in unison together, depending on their frequency. So for humans, naturally, by being Gaia, Gaia is here to assist in the human aspects of your evolution. But they're all relate to your perspectives. For the animal kingdom, we are also there in different forms because they are able to sense us due to our energy vibrations unique to the animal's energy vibrational makeup that is different to your energy makeup. So when you talk of oversouls, there is not one particular group that assists more groups than the other. As you'll have different missions, you have different aspects within you. But to experience the full richness of the human experience is to engage with Gaia and the elements. Animals also assist. They can communicate. They communicate in their own way to the elements.
So the idea then of different oversouls for each species, which that idea is out there in the world, has been for a long time. You seem, I believe you're presenting a concept of that comes from duality thinking more than anything else.
We don't concern ourselves with beings not of the earth. We are aspects of Gaia. So all species of galactic beings, they have their other helpers and assistants depending on the planet they reside in. Because you are on Earth, we are assisting you. Because the animals reside on Earth, we are assisting them in all the species. Other beings from other worlds do not concern us. However, we do work in unison when they are assisting in Gaia elements. There is communications there. For our kingdom sits in sacred sites. We are sometimes referred to as guardians of some sacred sites of Gaia. And sometimes we work in unison with galactic beings to assist in certain energies or recalibrations that Gaia is needed for the evolution of humanity. We are one team. We are just one aspect of the one team, if you'd like. We are Team Gaia in your terminology. For you are Gaia. You came here as a human, even though you've lived lives on many worlds and are existing on many worlds. Other beings can assist you on those aspects of you and for your missions. But for the human experience, to have the full human experience in which you came here to explore, is to engage with Gaia, to gauge with all this wisdom that is on the world which you chose to come to. You have so much wealth of wisdom and information and abundance of beauty all around you. But you do not see it, the full picture. How special you are, how that you reincarnate here so you can engage with us. Can't you see? We know that coming to reincarnate on the earth plane is seen as challenging, but you knew this. And this is why there's so many of us here to assist you on your human journey. Because we understand the challenges that occur as a human being. But there is so much help out there. You just need to open your eyes, open your hearts, open your ears, open your inner knowing and your receptors to the infinite intelligent wisdom that exists on your world. Do not concern yourself with other races. It's your experience here on earth, and you came to explore here as a human experience. There are many groups and subgroups of all sorts. We do not want to complicate you. We do not want to assist and perpetuate the duality. But we understand as a human, in the consciousness, there is duality. And as such, we present ourselves in duality formats for those who ever resonate with. But the human evolution is coming out of duality. This is the new earth, and we are assisting you in this process. Don't you see? It's working together collaboratively. You truly are not alone. And of course, there are other groups, like, for instance, angels, ascended masters. They're all here to assist you too, on different purposes. We are all working together. But concerning Gaia and the elements to assist in your growth is an aspect, a powerful aspect of the physical human body. For the physical human body is Gaia. And we can assist you in all matters of the human body and your evolution that correlates to the human body. For what is occurring within your being relates. It's a microcosm to all of Gaia. Can't you see it is all connected?
Yes.
Did you have any more questions for me, my dear one of Gaia?
It seems much safer to have a relationship with water than with fire. What about a relationship with fire for the humans?
There are those of you out there, depending on your makeup of a human, some of you do resonate with more fire. But fire can be expressed through different ways. Those of you connect, for instance, with candles, anything that burns, anything that is heat, the sun. There are different aspects of fire. Fire is a motivator. Of course, the perspective of water is more accessible to you. But they're all here to assist you. If you resonate with the fire element, then go with that. Create rituals. Create ways of connecting that involves fire, that involves the sun, that involves flames of any size.
We could feel it in ourselves as a motivating emotion.
Engage with sun practices.
Mm-hmm.
There are many practices involving all elements, involving the water, involving earth, wind, and fire, that assists you if it resonates with you. The sun has much wisdom. It is your energy source as a human. It is an empowering force. Practice, immerse yourself in different elements and see what resonates with you in different ways. For those of you who do not live near mountains, yet you resonate with rock and earth, bring it inside your home on a minute scale and you can still connect that way. So necessarily you do not have to live in the areas that have this abundance of elements. Experiment, be creative. We are here to assist you in your creativity, to assist with your connection with who you are and the infinite intelligence that is your body, and that is Gaia.
Thank you.
We are all here for you. And we love you tremendously. Be open to receive communications. Many of you have some belief systems that you are unable to connect with nature. Even for this channel that we come through today, through Kimberley. Even she was shocked when she saw a fairy for the first time, wings and all. It can be confronting, especially in your belief systems in collective consciousness and folklore. You think they're fairy tales. You think it's nonsense that trees can talk to you. They can, because it's Gaia. A simple walk can communicate with you, but you do not have the belief system compared to belief systems of those of angels, ascended masters communicating with you, galactic beings. We are all here, infinite intelligence, because Gaia is infinite intelligence. So we are here to assist you to broaden your mind, broaden your heart, and your perspectives. Crystals, many of you resonate with crystals, for that is of Gaia. What resides within crystal is the infinite intelligence. Wisdom resides in the crystals, in all living things. Some of you know of this power already, but it exists in all aspects of Gaia. Go out there and experiment. Practice the resonance. What resonates with you? What are you drawn to? There are always ways to be close to the element. There's always, we would say, smaller versions of those elements you can bring within your home, bring within your environment. Get creative. You are human. Humans are creative. And it's about going with the flow of life. Just as the water flows on your earth, so does life. So does the energies on Gaia. So does universal life force flows within you and every living being. And throughout all of Gaia, there is no empty space. The air in which you breathe is infinite intelligence. It is life force. You exist in a field of infinite intelligence that is there for you, for the full experience to be human. Connect, if it assists you, with this ancient wisdom, where much of it is passed down in some ancient traditions in your peoples. If this resonates, go look in this field. Listen to your heart singing. Your heart will show you the way. Based on certain makings of your, we would say, your makeup of a human, this relates to what you are drawn to and the elements of Gaia. You do not have to question why, just go with it. It is for a reason. Certain elements speak to you more than others because it is for your divine awakening, for your divine missions. There is at least one element that you resonate with, so find it if you do not already know what this is. Quiet the mind, open the heart, and allow our wisdom to assist in the wisdom of humanity. Remember that you are infinite intelligence. You are part of the consciousness stream that exists. You are connected to oneness. You are able not just to connect with the elements of Gaia, but each other. You are Gaia. Speak. Practice different forms of communication with your brothers and sisters, with your animals. They are all part of Gaia and they're all infinite intelligence, and as such, divine wisdom comes from all. Even those of you, my brothers and sisters, who you view are limited, who you view do not have the answers, they do. They may not be conscious of it. They might have not developed their connection with the oneness. However, everyone here are masters, and the information and the lessons they can give you assist in your evolution. Everyone is teaching you and assisting you. It is your perspective and your viewpoint of duality that judges whether people are assisting you or not, whether they are wrong or right. It's all infinite intelligence. How can infinite intelligence ever be wrong? It is only in the perspectives of duality where judgment lies. And where judgment lies, it's perception of wrong and right. All is neutral. All is perfect. All is love, because all is source. If they aren't giving you information for your conscious awareness, so they are giving you helpful information or helpful insights, they are giving you lessons, just as important. Lessons to assist you to evolve as a human. Every living, breathing creature is there to assist you in your evolution in some way. Every aspect of Gaia is assisting you in your experience on Gaia. Otherwise, it would not be here. You chose to be here. You chose to experience this grand game that you are playing on Gaia. You can choose to cut yourself off from certain aspects of infinite intelligence. This is completely your choice. But those of you who are watching this, you're at the vibrational level where you are seeking more connection, seeking more remembering. So allow us to assist you if you so choose. We are not separate from you. We are the microcosm, the micro and the macro of humanity. Is there anything else you would like to discuss before we finish here today, my dear one of Gaia?
No more questions now, thank you.
Those of you watching, those of you who feel inspired, immerse yourself in the elements. Experiment with different elements. See what resonates with you. And there are many practices that relate to each element to assist in your evolution. It is just one step at a time. The first step to work with the elements is to find what resonates with you. Go from there. And then you'll be shown the next step. By the connection that you have, you will be shown if you are listening. If you are opening your hearts and your minds to the wisdom and the healings that are coming forth. Life force energy that is permeating through you. Thank you. And we love you. Farewell, my dear ones of Gaia.
Thank you.
I'm back.
Hello.
How did you find that session?
Wonderful.
Was there anything that stood out particularly for you?
Very much so. the large focus on Gaia, connectedness with all, and with Gaia, connectedness with infinite intelligence, and Gaia and infinite intelligence connected with all the elements and all that's alive. But primarily Gaia speaking for infinite intelligence.
Yes, I guess, you know, we're here as human for a reason, aren't we? We could have chosen to exist on somewhere else, which we already are, but we chose to have an experience of expansion on Earth for a reason. So why not explore all of what Gaia has to offer to assist us? It's all there. All right, well, thank you for today for facilitating, and thank you all of you who are watching. Those who don't know me, I am Kimberley, and I channel the beings of the light, and these are beings from the divine and galactic realms of light. So if you would like to join in these Q&As and join in this interactive content that you see and that you experience on my YouTube channel, then just go over to www.patreon.com/beings of the light with Kimberley. And if you're inspired, please come and join our Facebook group and like our Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any videos, also any of the public ones. All right, well, thank you all. Love and light to you all. Love you all.
Love
And I trust you all now go out and really experience nature. I'm very lucky where I live, and I live literally on the ocean, the beach, and compared to where I used to live in suburbia, I can completely tell the difference with my ascension, the difference in my life. Those of you who live in nature can obviously probably have the same kind of story. So even if those of you in suburban jungles, go out there and just feel the wind on your face. You'll be surprised. All right, until next time, take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you later.